morning class! So, how is your weekends? Na-enjoy ba natin? Sobrang init ngayon, kaya maybe some of you pumunta sa resort, nag-picnic. So, before we will start our lesson today, I need someone to volunteer to lead us a prayer. Volunteer class. Yes, Sarah. Please lead us a prayer. Amen. So, let us check your attendance. Kung ano yung mga absent. So, say present if you are here. Joy. Present. Sarah Jane. Present. Mary Jane. Present. Maybell. Absent. Bakit ba palaging absent na lang itong Maybell? Sinong nakakakilala kay Maybell? Paki-inform naman na next meeting is maki-join siya sa ating Google Meet. Kasi halos absent siya eh. Next is Kate. Present. Darlina. Present. Melanie. Joel. Jovan. Jetro. Marvin. Absent. And also Marvin, paki-inform na next meeting is maki-join siya sa ating Google Meet. And Christian. So, dalawa lang yung absent. So, maybe meron silang rason na mahina yung internet. So, I will post yung video ng ating discussion for today sa ating GC para naman makahabol yung mga absent. So, before we will start, I just want to show you a kind of diphthongs na babasahin natin para naman ma-exercise ang mga muscles ng ating face. So, number 1 is moist, spoiled, oil, boil, broil. So, ano nga ba tong moist? Moist is ito yung gaano kabasa ang isang bagay or yung binibake natin, yung if it is slightly or accurately wet yung ating mga niluluto, yung moist. Spoiled naman is ito yung expired na yung foods. Oil is ito yung oil na ginagamit natin sa ating pagluluto. Boil, ito yung boil, yung kapag nagbo-boil tayo ng water, di ba? Or nagbo-boil tayo ng anything, eggs or vegetable. Next is broil. Ito naman is ito yung kapag niluluto natin through direct heat like radiant or yung oven. Kapag nagluluto tayo sa oven, yun yung broil, yung direct heat. So yun yung ating exercise for today. So next is let's proceed to our discussion. Before that pala is let's recall what we are tackled last meeting. So may I ask someone to volunteer to tell to us what we are tackled last meeting? Yes, Darlina. Go ahead. You're right. So last meeting we discussed all about how we maintain our kitchen clean and organized. So na-discuss natin doon kung paano natin hugasan yung mga nagamit na utensils sa ating mga kitchen, and yung procedure kung paano natin i-store ito sa proper storage. So yun yung na-discuss natin last meeting. So next is please allow me to present my presentation for our discussion for today para mas lalong maintindihan nyo ang ating lesson. So
this is our lesson for today, class. So our lesson is about baking tools and equipment and their uses. So in this lesson we will tackle about the different kind of tools and equipment and also their uses. So matutunan natin dito yung mga gamit ng different utensils na matatagpuan natin sa ating mga kitchen. So let us proceed. So this is our main objectives sa lesson for today. So at the end of this lesson, the learners or you are expected to identify the proper uses of baking tools and equipment and use the baking tools and equipment in cooking. And lastly, you are expected to recognize the uses of baking tools and equipment. So yun yung mga objective natin ngayon sa ating lesson. So next is baking wares. So ano nga ba tong baking wares? For your own understanding, class, ano nga ba tong baking wares na to? Very good. So, meron kayong alam naman dito sa baking wares. So, thank you for your response, class. So, tama kayo. Yung baking wares is ito yung mga ginagamit natin or yung mga tools na ginagamit natin sa pagbe-bake, pagluluto ng mga gusto nating lutuin. So, it's either a glass or metals or container na ginagamit natin sa ating pagluluto. At ito din ay meron siyang different sizes, shapes. And like for example, the cake pan. The cake pan, di ba, is ito yung meron siyang different kind of shape and size. Like for example, sa shape, yung bun pan, di ba? Meron siyang kakaibang shape or design na nakakadagdag sa design ng ating niluluto. And meron din yung mga round pan, rectangular pan, and yung height pan also meron. Tapos, meron pa yung iba't ibang klase ng cake na cake pan na pwede natin gamitin. And meron silang different sizes. Meron yung malaki, medyo medium size, and large size. So, yun yung baking wares. Next is, let's proceed to the different tools and their uses. May I ask Kate to read this number 1 tools. Okay, thank you, Kate, for your response. So, tube center pan, ito is have a deeper than the round pan. So, ito yung ginagamit natin sa ating pagbe-bake ng chiffon cake na meron siyang hollow center sa gitna, at ang gamit nun is para kapag naluto na yung chiffon cake is hilahin mo lang tapos madali mong matanggal yung chiffon cake na niluluto mo. Yun yung tube center pan. So next is the muffin pan. Has 12 form cups for baking muffins and cupcakes. So etong muffin pan is ito yung ginagamit natin sa ating pagbe-bake ng mga cupcakes para meron silang organized and the same sizes. So, yun yung gamit ng muffin pan. And next is popover pan. Is used for cooking popover. So, ito is the same sa muffin pans, but it has deeper than the muffin pan. And also, konti lang yung butas na nandito sa popover pan kaysa sa muffin pan. So, itong popover pan is mostly yung niluluto natin dito is yung mga cupcake na nagpa-puff, diba? Kasi the purpose in popover pan dahil medyo deeper siya is kasi nagpa-puff yung niluluto natin dito. And next tools is the jelly roll pan. Dito naman is it's a rectangular shape na mostly dito natin rinoroll yung mga dough natin, yung mga kapag hinihimas-himas natin yung ating flour is dito natin hinihimas-himas and rinoroll para kasi it is a flat, so dito natin rinoroll yung ating mga binibake. And next tools is the bun pan. It's a round pan with a scallop side used for baking elegant and special cake. So ito naman is para ginagamit natin to kung gusto nating magiging special yung ating cake na binibake. So an elegant shape. So, pwede mong i-mold dito yung jelly na gusto mong i-mold para meron siyang design. And next is the custard cup. Ito namang tools na to is ito yung it is a porcelain or glass that we usually use in baking. Like for example, di ba in baking is we have a different kind of ingredients na kailangan, and para ma-prepare natin and mas-separate natin is kailangan natin itong custard cup para naka-prepare yung mga ingredients and naka-separate sila. And next tools is the griddle pan. Are used to bake griddles. So ito is a flat pan that we usually use in baking sausage, cake, and also pancake and egg. So ito yung mostly na binibake natin. Ito yung mga flat foods na niluluto natin. Yung gamit ng griddle pan. And next is the loaf pan. Is used to bake loaf bread. So, from the word loaf, so ito yung ginagamit natin sa pagbe-bake ng mga loaf bread. So, it has a different shape. Meron siyang yung small sizes, medium, tapos yung large size. So, yun yung gamit ng loaf pan, yung pinagbe-bakean natin ng mga loaf bread. And next is the biscuit and donut cutter. It's used to cut and shape biscuit or donut. Ito yung ginagamit natin para ma-cut yung mga dough. So, it has a different shape also. Meron yung pa-star pero di ko in-insert yung picture. Pa-star tapos yung pa-heart para magkaroon ng design naman yung ating pinibake na biscuit. So, yun yung gamit ng biscuit and donut cutter. Next is the cutting tools. May I ask Sarah to read the definition of cutting tools? Okay, thank you for your response, Miss Sarah. So, itong cutting tools is mostly ginagamit natin ito sa ating pag-i-slice, pag-chop, and pagkakat ng ating mga ingredients. Like for example, yung mga fruits, vegetable, and other ingredients that we need in our baking. So, it includes the knife and the chopping board. Yun yung cutting tools na ginagamit natin sa ating pag-i-slice ng mga ingredients. And next tools is the electric mixer. It's used for different baking procedures for beating, stirring, and blending. So, itong electric mixer is we usually use this in beating, like in egg. So, diba, if we are baking chiffon cake, so we need to beat the egg until it is soft peak. So, para hindi tayo mapagod and para mas mabilis nating ma-goal yung magiging texture ng ating egg is pwede natin gamitin itong electric mixer. And we also use this in blending fruits with milk and other ingredients that we need to blend it. So, yun yung gamit ng electric mixer. Next is the flour shifter. Is used for shifting flour. So, in here, we usually use these tools in shifting flour and also sugar para ma-break down or ma-broken mo yung mga nagkukumpul-kumpulan na flour and yung mga sugar. And para ma-maintain mo yung good texture ng iyong cake is you need to shift first the flour para matanggal mo rin yung mga dumi ng flour na nakalagay, and para ma-maintain mo yung accurate measurement of your ingredients. Next is the sorry for distraction kasi na-disconnect yung headset ko. So, saan nga ba tayo, class? Okay, sa flour shifter. So, flour shifter is, we usually use this in shifting flour and also sugar para ma-breakdown mo yung mga nagkukumpulan na flour and para matanggal mo din yung mga dumi na nakahalo sa ating flour. And next is the grater. It's used to grate cheese, chocolate, and other fresh fruit. So, ito is ginagamit natin para makat so that we will cut the ingredients in small sizes or pieces. So, itong grater is meron din siyang different sizes. Meron yung medyo malaki. Kung mapapansin natin sa picture na nakalagay is meron yung mas malalaking butas. Yun yung kapag ikinuskus mo is malalaking sizes yung lalabas. And meron din yung mas pino. So, yun yung gamit ng grater. We usually use this in slicing carrots and cheese and other ingredients that we need to cut in small pieces. And next is the kitchen shears, used in cutting vegetable, open food packaging, and breaking down poultry. So, itong kitchen shears is used in cutting vegetable like string beans. Para mas mabilis nating makat yung mga string beans is pwede tayong gagamit ng kitchen shears, and we also use this in opening food packaging. Like for example, kapag magpreprito tayo ng mga longganisa, pwede nating gamitin ito para mabuksan yung mga cellophane. And kapag magbe-bake tayo kapag gagamit tayo ng ingredients, ingredients magic sarap, pwede nating itong gamitin para mabuksan natin yung mga magic sarap and other ingredients that have a food package. Then next is the weighing scale. Is used to measure ingredients in large quantity. So itong weighing scale is we use this in measuring ingredients with a large quantity. Like for example, magbe-bake tayo ng pangmaramihan na bread. So kailangan natin yung mga mararaming ingredients like yung flour, sugar. So para ma-measure natin yung accurate measurement is pwede tayong gumamit ng weighing scale. And next tools is measuring cup. Measuring cups consist of two types, namely number 1, graduated cup with function 1, 3/4, 2/4, 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4, and 1/8 mark on each side. So yung one type of measuring cup is yung makikita natin sa first picture. Yun yung measuring cup, and usually we use this in measuring dry ingredients like sugar, flour, powder, and other kind of ingredients. And number 2 type of measuring cup is a measuring glass made of transparent glass or plastics in more accurate for measuring. So itong number 2 types of measuring cup is mostly we use this in measuring liquid like water, milk and other ingredients that it is liquid. So it is transparent glass or plastic. So ginagamit natin ito sa pag-measure ng ating mga ingredients. So yun yung measuring cup. And next tools is the measuring spoon. Kindly read Joel the meaning of measuring spoon. Thank you for your response. Measuring spoon is ito yung mga ginagamit natin sa pagme-measure ng mga small quantity of ingredients, like for example powder in baking cake we usually use this in measuring baking powder, salt, vanilla, and other that contain with a small quantity of ingredients. So yun yung gamit ng measuring spoon. And next is the mixing bowl. Come in graduated size and has sloping sides used for mixing ingredients. So itong mixing bowl is we usually use this in mixing all the different kind of ingredients. So kapag pinaghalo-halo mo yung mga ingredients, then kapag imimix mo, is dito mo na ihahalo. So dito sa mixing bowl. So next is the mortar and pestle. Ito namang tools na ito is we usually use this in grounding the ingredients, like for example, garlic, tapos ginger pala, not onion. So, yun yung mga dinidikdik natin dito sa mortar and pestle. And also, the pamenta. We use this para dikdikin natin yung ingredients na yun. And other ingredients that we need to pound or ground. So, next is paring knife. It's used to pare or cut fruits and vegetables into different sizes. So ito namang paring knife is ginagamit natin ito para sa pang-slice ng mga ingredients like fruits and vegetable, and para mabuksan natin yung mga prutas, ang tawag doon, basta mabuksan natin, matanggal natin yung mga ang tawag doon, ewan ko, I forgot. Basta yun yung ginagamit natin para we use this in pare or cut fruits. Next is the pastry bag, a funnel-shaped container or icing or whipped cream. So itong pastry bag is we usually use this in icing or in kapag maglalagay tayo ng icing sa ating cake. So ginagamit natin ito. And yung kapares niya is itong pastry tip. So itong pastry tip is ito yung nilalagay natin sa dulo ng pastry bag para kapag prines mo yung whipped cream sa loob is kung lalabas meron siyang design. So yun yung gamit ng pastry tip to form a desired design. So yun yung gamit ng pastry tip. And next tools is the pastry pastry brush. So may I ask Darlina to read the meaning of pastry brush? Thank you. Itong pastry brush is ito yung ginagamit natin kung para maikalat natin yung oil sa ating baking pan is ginagamit natin ito para malagyan lahat ng side ng oil or either margarine. So yun yung ginagamit natin. Or sa ating pagluluto ng barbecue or sa toasted is pwede natin kapag gusto nating lagyan ng oil para hindi ma-dry is pwede natin gamitin itong brush. Ibra-brush lang natin yung mga oil. So yun yung gamit ng pastry brush. And next is the pastry blender. Has a handle with wire which is used to cut fat or shortening in the preparation of pies, biscuit, or ingredients. So ito yung ginagamit natin para ma-break down yung mga biscuit or kung like for example sa pagbe-bake ng banana cake para anong tawag doon? Ma-mash natin yung banana, we can use this pastry blender para mas mabilis natin ma-mash. So yun yung gamit ng pastry blender. And next is the pastry wheel. Ito naman is ginagamit natin ito sa kapag merong sumubrang dough is pwede natin gamitin ito para makat or kapag finat natin yung dough tapos magpo-form tayo ng shape is pwede natin gamitin ito para ma-form natin yung desired na shape. Kapag maglalagay tayo ng round, pwede natin gamitin ito. Pero para mas mabilis is meron yung mga yung sinabi ko kanina na donut yung mga biscuit cutter. Yung gamit ng itong pastry wheel. Next is the rolling pin. It's used to flatten or roll the dough. So ito naman is ginagamit ito para ma-flatten or ma-roll natin yung mga dough. And para ma-mix natin para ma-mix natin yung mga ingredients sa ating dough. So i-roll lang natin tapos baliktarin natin, i-roll lang natin. So yun yung gamit ng rolling pin. And next is rubber scraper. It's used to remove bits of foods inside of the bowl. So ito naman is ito yung ginagamit natin para matanggal natin yung tira-tira sa kilid ng ating bowl para walang masasayang na ingredients or walang masasayang na ingredients sa ating pagluluto. So yun yung gamit ng rubber scraper. So next is timer. It's used to timing baked products, the rising of yeast, and to check the doneness of cake. So itong timer naman is ginagamit natin ito sa pagbe-bake para malaman natin kung kailan maluluto yung ating binibake and to avoid the overcook and undercook. And nakakatulong din ito kapag marami yung ginagawa natin is para siyang alarm na nagpapaalala sa atin kung kailan natin imimix yung other ingredients or kailan natin tatanggalin sa apoy. So yun yung gamit ng timer. Next is spatula. Come in the different sizes. So itong spatula have different sizes and we usually use this yung kung makikita natin sa picture yung medyo pahaba is we usually use this in icing or frosting. So ito yung ginagamit natin para mapantay natin yung pag-frost ng ating cake. And yung medyo malawak and medyo short is yun yung ginagamit natin para matanggal natin yung mga muffins and yung na-mold na cookies sa ating pan. So yun yung gamit ng spatula. And next is the strainer. Itong strainer is ginagamit natin ito para ma-dry yung mga ingredients na merong oil or nabasa. So ginagamit natin ito para ma-dry yung ating mga ingredients. So yun yung gamit ng strainer. And next is the utility tray. So it's used to hold ingredients together. So itong utility tray is ginagamit natin ito para mapag-isa natin yung mga ingredients. Like for example, di ba, makikita natin itong utility tray mostly sa restaurant. So, di ba, kapag i-deliver nila yung order ng customer is para minsan na nilang idala yung mga orders is ilagay nila dito sa utility para ma-deliver nila ng minsanan. So, yun yung gamit ng utility tray to hold ingredients together or to hold anything or foods together. So, yun yung gamit ng utility tray. And next is the wire whisk. It's used to beat or whip eggs, whites, or cream. So, ito yung ginagamit natin para ma-beat natin or kapag mag-scrabble tayo ng egg is ginagamit natin ito para ma-beat natin or sa cream or kapag i-mix natin yung egg sa cream is ito yung ginagamit natin para ma-whip natin na maayos. And next is the wooden spoon. May I call Jovan to read the meaning of wooden spoon? spoon. Excuse me. Thank you, Jovan, for your response. So, wooden spoon, ito yung ginagamit natin in mixing. So, in mixing the different ingredients, ginagamit natin itong wooden spoon. Yun yung gamit ng wooden spoon to mix the various size or suitable with different ingredients. So, yun, yung kapag mag-mix tayo ng different ingredients is pwede natin gamitin itong wooden spoon. Next slide is, so we are done in the discussion. So, let's proceed in self-check para malaman natin kung naintindihan nyo talaga ang
ating discussion. So next is in here in self-check is I will show you a picture or a phonogram types that ipapakita ko sa inyo, then sasabihin nyo lang yung gamit ng tools na yan. So para malaman natin kung maintindihan nyo ang ating discussion. So let's proceed. Number 1 is, ayan. Anyone volunteer class who can tell us the use of this first phonograms, the tube center pan. Okay, Sarah, proceed. Excuse. Okay, thank you for your response. What else? Yes, Melanie. Thank you. Magagaling na pala kayo. So, tama kayo. Yung tube center pan is ito yung ginagamit natin sa pagbe-bake ng muffin pan na meron siyang swallowed sa gitna. Meron siyang parang stick sa gitna na hinihila natin para mas mabilis natin matanggal yung mga chiffon cake. So, very good class. And next picture is spatula. Who wants to volunteer or wants to recite, class? Yes, Mary Jane. Thank you. Another idea? Yes, Joy. Very good. So, talagang naintindihan niyo yung discussion natin. So, tama kayo. Yung spatula is, we usually use this in icing or frosting. So, kapag yung medyo mahaba is, yun yung ginagamit natin para mapantay or mapagpantay natin yung mga icing sa ating cake and para matanggal natin yung mga mold sa ating, yung mga na-mold na biscuit sa ating mga pan na niluluto. So, thank you. And another picture is grater. Who wants to recite? Yes, Melanie. Thank you for your response. Another opinion or another understanding. Yes, Rodel. Very good. So, tama silang dalawa. Itong grater is, we usually use this in cutting the ingredients in very small sizes. So, yun yung gamit ng grater. Ay, sorry, lobat na pala tong phone ko. So, next phonograms is the rolling pin. So, sinong gustong mag-recite? Yes, Jetro. Okay, thank you. Another opinion? Christian? Okay, thank you. Tama kayo. So, itong rolling pin is ginagamit natin para ma-flatten or ma-roll natin yung mga dough na kailangan nating i-flat. So, yun yung gamit ng rolling pin. And another picture is mixer. So, in this, gusto ko mag-recite si Joel kasi parang hindi siya nagsasalita. So, Joel, are you there? Continue. Okay, thank you for your response, Joel. Another opinion? Yes, Kate. Thank you for your response. So, itong mixer is ginagamit natin sa pag-blend or pag-bibit ng ating mga ingredients or pag-i-stir ng mga ingredients na kailangan natin, most especially in egg. So, kapag kailangan natin kung yung egg is gusto nating maging soft peak is kailangan natin ito para mas mabilis yung procedure and hindi tayo mapapagod. So, yes, magaling na pala kayo eh. So, thank you, guys. And next is the activity. So, dito naman sa activity, for your activity for today is, isasend ko sa ating GC and, isasend ko sa ating GC yung activity nyo and dapat hanggang 5 o'clock is na-send nyo na, na-submit nyo na. So, I know, not in our GC, in our Google Classroom. So, isasend ko doon. And then, after, dapat, before 5 is na-submit nyo na as activity ito. So, bawal mali class. So, madali lang tong activity nyo. Isasend ko mamaya. So, meron pa tayong natitirang 45 minutes para gawin ang iyong activity. So, next is assignment. So, syempre, hindi mawawala ang ating assignment. So, take a 2 to 3 minutes video of yourself. Get 3 kinds of tools or equipments in cooking that is found on your kitchen. Then, video yourself while demonstrating its uses to be passed next meeting. So, itong video record na assignment ninyo is maghahanap lang kayo ng tools na available sa kitchen ninyo and then i-video nyo ang sarili nyo na dine-demonstrate nyo yung gamit niya or yung uses niya. So, any question for your assignment, class? Okay, if none, so that's all for today. So, thank you for your cooperating, class, for your cooperation. So, let's call it a day. Thank you. Goodbye, class.